Welcome back, ladies and gents, to ECS Season 6. Of course, we're still in the European segment, and we just saw a very close game between Fnatic and North edged it up in the end. I expected it to be more dominant for North. They had quite a difficult time against Fnatic, and I think moving into Inferno, I think life is going to get even harder for them. I actually think Fnatic are a pretty good shout for that.
Fnatic, yeah. We saw them on Mirage, and I thought Fnatic played pretty well for the most part. A lot of little mistakes that if they watch the replay or demo, they could find out. Just a lot of too much individual play, like in those 2-on-3 situations or something. We have always someone from Fnatic peeking too early, so maybe slow it down a little bit, wait, be a little more patient. They could have maybe stolen a couple more rounds from North and even taken the map. But you know what? New map, new you, Inferno. Interesting point that you say Fnatic. You know what? I like to see them win. I want to see 1-for-1 here today.
I think that would be helpful for both teams. I think that's kind of obvious since they both have a win, I suppose. But I think Fnatic need it even more now, and North even less because they just won the previous map, just based on where they are. Their current standings on the leaderboard. There's so much potential for Fnatic, and I know they're frustrated with the losses, so maybe, just maybe, they can do something on Inferno. I think they're entirely capable of it. I think both teams are. I want to say that I've seen North having some trouble on Banana of late on Inferno, but then, I mean, they've still been winning most of their matches in general. So I think for me it's 50-50. I'm not sure who I think will take it. I don't favour either team going into this.
I think stylistically is always interesting. Style is always an interesting discussion when it comes to Fnatic, because I think that they still seem to me to play that classic old school Swedish style, which is not necessarily some of the identity you would expect from Fnatic in the more recent era, which is, you know, that faster pace, just creating chaos. They play quite passive on the CT side, so we'll have to see if that is the case here against North, a team that will be able to abuse that. And JW picks off one. That's fantastic. The Glocks, though, will close the distance on that A-bomb site, but maybe not. Twist drops another one.
He spotted a player towards the balcony, maybe not, and that will help things turn around for North. 3 versus 3, that's not your enemy, that's your friend. Cade planting for the pit position. KD seen going into boiler. So make no bones about it, just running all the way around to balcony, supporting for his teammates. Awkward duel with a Glock, but up close, that would be a more favourable one. Bronan trying to capitalise. JW though will do in the meantime. There is a kit for Exist. But how do they deal with the player on the balcony? He just needs to distract and not necessarily come in for the kill. Goodbye, JW. No one to cover for a bomb defuse now. And that means that no one will show really anymore. Valde poking and prodding, and then coming out for the final blows. Pissed around to North.
I really like that play from KD in the apartments. When he like wide peeked from balcony, you could see that he just wanted to show like he was committing to that peak, and then he immediately came back to Brolan. He knew that a Fnatic player would try to backstab him, and he kind of pushed past the angle that Brolan was expecting.
And if not, he knows that no one's coming from his back. So either way, it's a really good play, regardless.
Very true. Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Petey Fitty. Clapping the scout. Great pop flash. JW just recovered. Not enough to get a kill though. It's over. Everything's over. It's all over. Save the guns.
Well, not really. My mind was messed up for a split second. I thought Fnatic.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just look at the water. Listen to the water. It's relaxing.
Listen to it.
I emailed Valve about the bug on Dust 2.
Yeah.
Where Brolan suffered. He was the man to throw the smoke grenades for the CT cross and went into the floor.
What did they say?
Well, I emailed them like 2 minutes ago.
So what did they say?
They haven't said anything. No. Nothing has been said.
You emailed me. It might take a while, so.
I wonder if I have my own folder, the Bardolph emails, the Bardolph files.
I like that. That should be the name of your YouTube or something.
It's memoirs.
The Bardolph files.
Got that foggy picture, you know? Like those old soap opera kind of TV shows. You know how it's like a little blurry, little poggy in some of those pictures?
Yeah.
Get you that.
Slightly burned.
Yes.
4 USPs and a scout. This is a rare round on the CT side of Inferno. I don't often fancy a scout on this one. Only if I'm Eco really, so I guess this all fits. It's nice to run around, just run past the angle. More satisfying on Dust 2. Run past the doors as a CT and then go for the wall banks. Your movement speed is so good. Really fun to do. Not so fun on Inferno. Opportunities are limited. 2 players remain. Taser's been collected by Twist. Who has been heard, just dancing around, trying to bait. Valde will survive with 6 HP. Not close enough.
He was close.
Not close enough though for the one shots. I still don't know is it an equipment or something? Taser?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
It's like above the diffuse kit or something, or below it, I don't know.
It's a good buy once in a while, James. You should try it out.
The only equipment I buy is armor, like with, you know, from the menu, and everything else is bound, like all the grenades and diffuse kit are bound on the mouse and keyboard. So I'm never really in the menu to know where it is. I did want to email them and ask for a text menu actually. Can't hurt. Just a little text menu like we used to have on older games.
Well, you want to know why there's a wheel, right? Because the game was originally supposed to be for console. They never changed the GUI. Because that was as a console GUI.
Ah, yeah.
And they never changed it.
I remember I had to play on a PlayStation to get a PC beta code at Eurogamer.
There you go.
Bought an auto sniper.
So Valve, if you want to update something, update your GUI for more computer PC.
I think it works okay though. I mean, it looks alright.
It does work okay.
Yeah, it looks fine.
But we know what it is now. I just told everybody what it is.
It would be cool if there was community-made GUIs. That'd be really cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. You could have like, you know, maybe your favorite team, like a themed, like a Fnatic themed GUI, something like that. But customization is always fun. Everyone loves it. Top mid take coming in from North. Fnatic will be defending, and they will be smoked off. Ooh.
Valde's a little nuisance over here. Like, hey guys, look at me. But the Molotov's going to force Valde back. North still playing around in the brackets, listening, trying to make sure that Fnatic cannot re-peek and take brackets, denying them map control. This is a very strong move on this map, take control of brackets as T. You have free rings to wrap, fake it, all that good stuff.
Jumping through the smoke, Cadian. Oh, catching Crims on the reload as well. Got to be careful spraying through smokes. Leave yourself some just-in-case bullets. Exist up high, no frags for him, and I think it's safe territory. Again, North with a slow round, just picking Fnatic apart, leg by leg of the spider, leaving them hobbling towards the kitchen, dragging the bodies, the carcass. Disfigured body of Fnatic.
Wow.
Stumpy and bloody. Dragging themselves towards the kitchen for one last plate of spaghetti bolognese.
One
last look at the grandfather clock.
Rethinking their life decisions. Should have went to college for a couple more years. Should have married that one girl. You know, those are the worst. I wouldn't know, but from experience, what other people think.
Still can't buy Fnatic. They should keep the money together. I expect, especially in the hands of Twist or JW, the AWP to be more aggressive than we saw in Exist in that last round on Mirage. So JW will invest some, picking up the Mag 7. This is a very dangerous fight, and they will be looking to win the round, not just to maim. Twist avoiding the initial grenades, turning around and avoiding the flashbangs as well. There are 3 flashes for Fnatic, mostly on Twist, however, so he may have to flash for himself. But he'll be holding the angle. Maybe Crims will be the bait. Ooh. Where are you off to, JW?
He's exploring.
Grand exploration. What will he find? Nothing. Fnatic go on the defense here to the B bomb site. The hypnotic Deagle. But will he? Oh no. Smokes and they abandon it. So maybe JW will find something after all. Too quick. Max 7 finds. That's amazing. That is classic JW, isn't it? It's very rare you see people pick up the Max 7 these days, but fitting that it's JW to make it work for a 2K. Lots of damage on the remaining players here for North as they start to mosey on into that A bomb site. Getting the bomb planted, but they've sustained heavy damage, heavy losses. In comes Fnatic.
Positions are... Oh, wait, there's only 2 players, actually, for North. I thought there were 3. That makes things a lot harder, despite the lack of Kevlar on these players. But that's a nice way to clean things up, Cadian. Now Cade with 7 HP. And there we go. Smokes for containment. JW doing JW things. And there is the first round for Fnatic. So they'll get a lot of bonus money out of this. They'll save themselves a good $8,000.
Fnatic there.
Meats.
This is a round that they probably
Potatoes.
shouldn't
No
have
grape.
close to 1, but JW there just killing 2 people and even injuring the third person to the red. One of the worst guns in real life.
Paid for itself as well.
Tenfold.
1800 for 1800. Pretty solid stuff.
Plus confidence.
Got to string rounds together though. Wounds?
Wounds.
Elmer Fudd apparently.
String wounds, wind a string. String rounds together.
Yeah, hunting wabbits. Gate with the headshot. They're just gonna burst into this A bomb site. They don't care. They do not care. Nice response coming in from North there. They will take it by force. Take man Twix by force. When was the last time you took a Twix by force, James?
It's been a while since I took man Twix by force.
We're talking about a candy bar here?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if this is something you go, or like what's Twix?
Still going for, maybe not. Exist, getting wrecked. It's time to save. This is not an ideal situation for Fnatic. This is a frustrating start to Inferno for them, but it's the best situation Fnatic, North could ask for. They've reset Fnatic. Only 1 person survives. Pretty good going. Didn't want to lose the round in the fashion in which they did, North. It's the only complaint really, because it does give Exist Twist more money than they would otherwise have. So let's see. Do they eco 1? Or do they buy up? Crims will fill his pockets. So it seems they're going for it. Mike 7 out for JW once again, and this is quite the reasonable round for Fnatic.
I like the call.
They've got plenty out of it. So I guess they've given themselves an extra buy.
Is that a really fast arch smoke?
I think so. I
Nice.
just learned something new. James, can you write down this round, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, James.
I want to see it on your Twitter so I could retweet it, like it, save it in the archive. Look at Fnatic. The round pays off. The fruitful. North is down 2-4. AZ does have control in the boiler apartments. He does pick up the bomb. Cadian, you know, snooping around in B banana. At this point, 2-4, you can't do anything too slow. You have to do some little random, trying to make a pick, trying to make a play. That's what Cadian's trying to do right here. And the smoke might pull extra Fnatic person over. Let's see. And that doesn't work.
Yeah, surprised the knife's coming out there. He's going to make the frag happen. He's got the bomb and the more important player in that sense. Molotov will free up the angle, can go for a risky plant. I mean, everything's risky at this point, pretty much, it feels like. But he'll get the bomb down. A 1 versus 3 for AZ.
Oh
Has to be the ace clutch, but 30 seconds now. Gets another kill. This is looking big for AZ. Surely not. 2 players lining up. Critical damage done to both. AZ can make this work. Oh, has to go for the pistol. The sidearm not coming through for AZ, unfortunately. He made a good go of it, though. So much damage done.
Oof. I think he accidentally came off the plant, but I don't know how much of a difference it made. He did get himself a 1v1. Just running out of bullets towards the end. JW always dangerous in apartments, but most of the history of his time on Fnatic. Just the second round for the Swedish team. Twist waiting for a flashbang up mid, but there will be none. Aggressive position towards the arch area. Starts to move back. The longer he waits there, more likely it is that somebody will quickly be into boiler. 3 players aggressing on banana for North. As Fnatic will move to more passive positions, maybe a boost at the back of the site, looks like. Plenty of utility used by North, there is the boost. Now, if Exist's teammate Crims can run initial distraction, then maybe that will prove to be a strong position later on.
Like what North did there in Banana. Really tossing a good second set of utility to stop any re-aggression by Fnatic. North doing a good job in pushing back Fnatic, making them play passive. You see as they also take up middle. All Fnatic. The entire Fnatic team's playing super passive, even with 3 people in the B-bomb site.
And one thing about the position of being boosted on new box and why it's so strong is because if you're playing passive and you're forcing the other team to do a set piece, they may overlook that position because a Molotov will not obviously, you know, detonate on top of the new box, so he'll be safe against that, and they won't check it when they're pushing in. So if you force them to run that set piece of Molotovs, that's one of the reasons why it can also be strong. Oh dear. Well, let's not go there then. Bomb will rotate towards A. That's actually going to work out because of the aforementioned 3-man stack on the B-bomb sites. Window of opportunity, 10 seconds to plant the bomb. Twist will take down Kirby. This is just all a bit too late, isn't it?
Too little, too late. North gave themselves too little time to really work this A-bomb site, and so they were rushed and forced to not check as many angles as quickly as they wanted to, and North just, or Fnatic just tore them apart because of it. That's probably the con of, you know, doing these slow rounds with attacking with 15-20 seconds left, is that the final parts of getting to the bomb site sometimes be so chaotic you won't check corners or a spot in the heat of the moment. It's a smoke off.
Not too deterred by the smoke. North will continue the Molotovs. The Fnatic have conceded position already. Twist slowly creeping back towards Arch. Now, he has flashes, so if he needs to rotate, expect flashes towards the pool position. Another smoke to use pretty early, but North are forcing the issue. Fnatic are blind, and Exist is stuck in the corner. He can't even hide in the corner properly, but they may not check for Crims now. Going for the brazen plant. Going for the planter, and then the cover. No transfer, though. The lack of plant will buy time for Fnatic to rotate, however. North have their man to the good. 2 players in pool. Still not focusing on the plant just yet, and now Twist is allowed to get deep position. No more smokes for North. They don't have possession of construction. This has become very strange for them.
JW on the creep, no one watching the, well, they do actually have someone elevated watching the angle, so I tell a lie. Kirby, though, 2 angles to watch, and he will flick around. JW trying to look for the trading player. Kirby follows it up, though. Twist with a capitalization on all the distraction, and Brolan also taking down Kirby. Up to Cadian now, and he's got an okay position. There's 1 smoke, and that could be it really here for Cadian, with the AWP so difficult. Standing on top of the bomb, and Cadian's just in a no-win position. That was really weird and very awkward. Fnatic, you don't expect them after the way that the defense went initially for them to win that round.
Yeah, that was a very tough retake on Fnatic, and North kind of blundered a little bit. Crims, I felt like he should have had 2 kills in that spot.
Every time,
but he missed the planner on the first burst, and it really just messed up his aim to get that second kill. Fnatic manages to recover, and now force buy on North.
People might think They might wonder why Cadian didn't actually just try and shoot the guy defusing the bomb. Well, I think he probably thought it was more likely that they would play a 2v1, so he wasn't on the bomb. So he tries to use the smoke as cover to take out the other guy. And then maybe realized, once he got to a certain point in the angle, that might not be the case. Looked away as soon as Crims or whoever it was revealed himself. Lovely shot from Twist. The bomb will get planted though for North. Gade's got the AK on the site as well, so we can hold up some angles. Going for some taps. Kirby makes it Mac 10 work, but now Kirby is alone. Smoke's down, not quite covering the angle. That could be a problem. That one's surely gone too deep. Could have had a wall of smoke there. There's a third one on the pillar, so there's a big gap for Kirby, surely, if he peeks. Not believing just yet. There's the 1v1. Pillar for cover. Twist dropping off.
Oh,
But he will land a shot. Thought he was done for there, but 4 HP and 3k from Twist. Look how much it cost him.
Tech 9 rush. That's what it was.
Gate was in a very prime spot to win the round, but when he threw the Molotov, he exposed his entire body instead of maybe throwing it behind the box and staying safe. If he got that Molotov off and stayed alive, maybe 5-10 seconds or even 5 seconds longer, that could have been North round right there. So little things, little things.
Money is wrecked for both teams, and that's a good start there. Strong start for Twist. This round is worth 2 for the winner. And JW's switched to a different shotgun this time. Love the auto shotgun, it's a lot of fun. Really effective in his close quarters, and Twist is going to do even more damage yet still. The AWP in his hands has proven reliable. In fact, generally, whatever you put in Twist's hands, he's been very consistent last few days. Denied. Denied.
Your voice is not deep enough there.
No, I know. I can dream, I can try.
It would hurt if I tried to do that right now.
Denied.
If I went to the depths. I have that on my phone, but I don't use it as a... I have it as a ringtone. But that would be, it'd be weird if my phone was just going, denied, denied, denied.
I just think Quake 3 every time you say that.
Yeah, I've got loads of Quake sounds on my phone. They confused Dan and Sturmy as well for a long time.
Sturmy,
they're used to it now.
Let's go in a long time.
5-5. Who's going to take the lead? Twist with a shot. That's the bomb carrier. The other CTs are close for Fnatic. Is that through the smoke from Exist? Dissipating. Maybe not. HE. That will cover him while he crosses to the side at the very least. Going for the plant. I think they'll hunt him. They will. Oh, he's eating them up, but Crims will crouch peek. Get the lead for Fnatic. Collect some grenades as well, but another expensive run for Fnatic, and North can still buy.
What a fun fact, I played Shoot Mania against Sturmy.
Do you know he's one of the co-founders of FACEIT?
Yep.
Okay. Is that, if you didn't know that, would have blown
Actually-
your minds, probably?
Actually, I remember talking to him like 2012 or whatever, when he was starting this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
I'm
when-
not
that's
in
when I
fact the
joined.
owner of FACEIT, as people on Reddit. Some people seem to assume James is the owner of FACEIT. James is not the owner of FACEIT.
Not the owner. Sturmy's a great guy, old school legend,
Yeah,
Quake
nicest guy.
legend, Painkiller legend, pretty much FPS god. 1 vs 1 FPS god.
Yep. He comes down here sometimes. We play a lot of Quake and stuff, but here we go. Kirby. Sometimes when you watch him play, it's like playing Quake. It's all over the place. Really fast action, flicking all over, but it's not going to make it work this time. Fnatic with a really nice resurgence here. North struggling to find a consistent approach in the last few rounds. The most success they seem to have had is off of some of these just funky, fast rounds with pistols. And so it's starting to feel like they're running out of ideas. And Fnatic's sort of consistent, fairly reactive, passive approach, their go-to on Inferno on the CT side, it's working a charm.
Yeah, Fnatic's really been doing pretty good on tightening up the defense, not giving away too many kills.
Yeah. I mean, one thing you can notice about Fnatic's defense on Banana is that it's very uncharacteristic to the meta. They don't invest nearly as much utility there when they're doing well as most teams would.
Oh dear, that's an important frag for Twist to get, missing 2. That could have been the round. Broline would have had some cover, that would have been positioned, but now it is looking very, very good for North, and perhaps they will finally break Fnatic, who have won a number of rounds, but still just by 1 player alive, 2 people alive. Money sucks for Fnatic.
Yeah, for winning 6 rounds in a row, their money's really, really low. North doing a pretty good job and just keeping Fnatic low on money. A lot of close rounds.
With the save, ECS will be $100 off of an AWP drop. That's a shame. So no one can afford an AWP. But they could drop Crimson. ECS could drop 2 rifles. Brolin could buy UMP or something.
Oh.
They got to buy next round if they want to. Oh, Brolin can actually buy more than the UMP. He can even get an M4 if he wants.
The kit was $200. We would have an AWP now. Saying Valve, $200 kits, bring it back. Hashtag bring it back.
I don't know. I like that the kits are expensive. I like that it's a choice you have to make.
But it limits like pistol round kind of utility. I don't know. I think people can be more creative. They could buy an extra nade or smoke flash or something. Pistol.
I think having an instance where there's less kits makes it more exciting. If there's like a frantic search for a kit, or the fact that 10-second defusers can be a thing, and so it will affect how you do a retake.
Right,
I don't know. I'm a fan.
Okay, I accept that. I accept that answer.
Decisions must be made. Sacrifice. ECS must sacrifice vision of banana control to hold on to the B bomb site. North choosing not to impose their will in that direction. This is the second last round of the first half. A win here would surely put North in a good position for an 8-7. Flashbang perhaps for a balcony burst. And they're on their way. JW is close range with a Mag 7, strafing for the second shot, making it hard to track him. Into the smoke now, into the nothingness. And maybe he could have got another one. But a default plant will come out, and ECS is alone. Probably forced to save at this point. Not considering going for the AWP. Not worth the risk. All these toys to pick up. Utility. But he is being hunted. Gade is on the way. Oh, we've seen him, but did ECS see Gade?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he'd be a little more reactive towards the brown or the construction if he did.
The hunted. How does it feel? Mans are coming for you.
Man.
There it is. North will survive that death. They've got the money. And Fnatic definitely do not. That really leaves them with no rifles in this round.
Danes against the Swedes. Feels like it's less and less common these days that we have lineups that are just consisting of teams of one nation. And the Nordic scene is very strong. Maybe not as strong as they used to be though. Push coming up top mid from North, just walking. Oh, thank God that that bomb did not hit the floor. Just walk all the way through Arch to wrap the A site. Complete contact all the way into the A site. That's amazing.
It's like they know.
Oh, did it not collide with anyone?
Oh, the only guy with the bomb. He's alone.
The smoke will force them out though, so they'll have some ranges. It's actually awkward for Fnatic because the smoke went down. So that might be the saving grace here. Indeed it will be. Dying with a smoke in your hand can sometimes be helpful. Bomb planted for the pit. But Fnatic have so much position. Valde was very important, stopping Brolin from his lineup. Now, what can he make of the potential CT positions based on that lineup?
There has to be at least one person forward.
All right, Fnatic doing some damage, some good shots coming in. AZ defending the pit. He's been pretty good so far, but Twist even better. This is a wipeout. Fnatic. I did not expect them to pull that one off.
Yeah, the bomb drop in middle from Cadian, really not checking the boiler, which kind of blows my mind. You walk middle, you don't see anyone on the wrap. As your whole team wraps the spawn, you gotta expect someone in the boiler. You gotta expect some people in the house. Cadian completely overlooked that, and it cost North the entire round. And
why not have the bomb with the 3
I was gonna say
instead of the 1? When
that's also a very good
they
point.
didn't clear apartments at all. Well, they went in the stairs, but didn't really clear most of the apartments. So it is more vulnerable to the unknown with one person than the unknown in Arch with 3 people.
I think that Cadian didn't know as well because if you recall, someone he was on an angle with the orb scoped in and someone threw the bomb in his back. So I actually think he had no idea that he had the bomb as well.
That's always very possible.
I think it's somebody else's fault.
Let's blame it on someone else.
Well, fast rush through quad here for Fnatic as they look to take control of the A side, start off well in the second half. And Cadian's got something to say about it. Nice little headshot there, but the bomb will still be planted. So that's some security financially, at least, for the Swedes. And the retake will be set up here momentarily. Trying to coordinate the attack. Kirby alone from library, but everybody else from quad. But here's the flank. The all-important backstab. How much is he going to get? Oh, just bad. He gets one on the fadeaway. Though it is not enough. Good retake from North.
Round number 8 for North.
Those are nice gloves.
Another
Yeah,
great
nice,
night.
aren't they?
They're very nice that James didn't have.
Feel a bit Christmassy.
I have an M9, so it's fine.
You need a green knife tonight, James. He's got a tiger tooth. Now you need a green one.
I don't have anything green in the game, actually, I don't think. But I'm fine. I'm done now. That should be my last purchase for this week. I need to find something of equal value to not buy a sacrifice for having all that now.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Well, then you're not eating lunch for 2 weeks.
These things I would have bought with this money, I will give up on all those things. So definitely not buying the Paris Saint-Germain Jordans, which were released today in Nike LA. I'm not going to be buying those.
For you had a shoe ban. They seem to last a few days.
I haven't bought since the 1st of October at least a pair of shoes. So I'm doing well.
The whole entire month.
But it was like, I was like, should I buy these? If it is a question of should I buy them, then for the most part it's a no. But sometimes it's like, let's see how it looks in person. And I'll probably be sold and want to buy it, but no, I'm just staying away. Got my Tiger Tooth knife. One must behave. Not even over the honeymoon period of the bloody Karen Buffet, but it's about me because we've got Valde in a hyper-aggressive position. How do Fnatic deal with this? He could still be in a crawl space. They don't know. They're forcing Twist to move around. And in the meantime, Valde is just cleaning up. Nothing but W. He's in Rambo mode. Like he's playing Broforce. He's destroying absolutely everything. And Twist is left in a 1 versus 3. But I haven't seen the bomb from North. They have cleared Banana. So they've got good map control for the situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's perfect, isn't it? There's nothing that can really surprise them. So they can just hold and just play it safe in that sense. Because Valde's the player that's alone, if he spots anything, he can just fall back. He's got a great position for that. The players on A can play together. There's a spot. It's all about the information game. Now the flank starts to happen for Valde. Now it's about buying time for him to get there. As you can see, Twist is looking for it. He's so smart. Can't make it happen, though. Time is starting to run out as well. Quick Molotov there into pit position. Finds the headshot onto Kirby. Down to 68 health. That's not too bad. Oh, got to be so careful. Knows the flank is coming. Twist, he really looks on for this. More time. Oh, the snap is stunning. And he knows he can run all the way back to B. Twist, he just knows exactly how to play this 1v3 out. And North are now just left with a weakened AZ. Twist is in a very favorable spot.
That looked really wild from Twist. He knew exactly where all 3 of those people were. Very great game sense by him.
To plant the bomb. And maybe if he wants to risk the deeper CT smoke as well, I'll go for the normal one. Safer approach. Now easy with 43 HP. Oh, you wanted him to finish it off to get the 4K. But AZ will ruin the dream. And take North to a 10th round, 3 from 3. That was a difficult one for them, but they survived the test. Look at the money on Fnatic as well. They are going to come for them. North will have to spend everything. But they'll have a good buy for the most part. Only Kiabi is short. And AZ has dropped him, I believe, so they're all good now.
Cager B.
Kajabi. Kajerby.
Cager. Cager.
Think of like Kirby, but Kirby.
What are you saying? My kid, yeah, with it.
Kirby. That's how I had a Dane explain it to me many years ago. So North with no AWPs, and one difference we'll probably see from North is much more banana control than Fnatic CT side. Fnatic have one smoke grenade. That is awful. That's so awful. That's really bad. You've bought 4 AKs, you have an AWP, it's a full buy. Oh well, it's a glass cannon AWP, but there's no utility.
What's wrong with the Galil? It's not that bad of a gun.
So you have no flashbangs. When a CT puts down a smoke, you can't do anything. You just have to wait. You can't flash through it. You can't clear out positions with Molotovs. You can't throw smokes in front of it.
Surprised how good pistols are. Not one person will get pistols in full utility. A Galil, a little more utility. A Galil's not that bad of a gun. I promise you.
Mac 10 even, like just UMP, just something.
You gotta sacrifice. James knows about the sacrifice.
If you have one smoke, maybe top banana to try and encourage the CTs to go back, but as you can see, North have the bottom of banana. And the flank is already beginning for Kiabi. He can really capitalize off this distraction from Cadian as well. And that is a monstrous play, JW in library, but that is really not going to help them win the round. 1 versus 5 for JW. 4 players remaining. It's a spray down. 12 seconds. Too many positions. AZ will make sure he's extra dead, bonus dead.
It'd be as though, I mean, it's Inferno. If it was Dust 2 or something like that, okay, you can maybe make it work. You still need some flashbangs, but you can make an argument for low utility. But on Inferno, it's so difficult because of all the choke points. That is one of the main things that utility can really help you with, is to break choke points, to break opponent utility. And Valdi's at it again. Loves these mid pushes. Hello.
Hello, lads. Clean up from Kiabi as well. He will run out of bullets faster though with his fast fire rate of the MP9. JW with 2 HP. Not much to do really.
Oh dear, I'm not looking. Fnatic aren't looking good here.
No, they're not.
Full AK buy, no utility. I mean, if that was just like a half buy with pistols and utility, would have been better. Anyways, that is the past, all in the past, everything is the past. Now is the present. And maybe Fnatic can turn the present into a future if this one goes well with this utility that they have. Cadian, the AWP is on banana for North so far. Passive round from North. Not really investing in banana all that much at all. Getting close with the AWP though, he's going to be really careful with this. Nice. Takes down one. Where's the trade fragger? Looking for him. Nowhere to be seen. Good counter utility coming in from Cadian's teammate to support him. Yeah, it's actually going to hold on to this.
That's great counter utility. Who's that? Who's MB with them? AZ?
Yeah.
Not just a fragger.
He's a nader.
Brolan gets the engagement he wants. Crims catches Gate out trying to trade frag. Speaking of trade fraggers, he has to go for that one, Brolan, because the bomb's on the floor. Picked up. And the rest of Fnatic will join him. North will keep B, 2 towards B. Maybe because Fnatic, no, they see the bomb towards A. They'll bank on him going elsewhere. Now Valley, another 1v1 for him. So important for North. Sees JW, but he will win that duel. Most of his health intact. Cadian creeping through the smoke. Past the point of no return. Oh, seemed like maybe if there was a second plant attempt, he would have continued going. He'll fall back for his teammate. Can hold the cross and make sure nobody's in the pit. Easy creeping in apartments. There's JW on the site, repositioning. He will peek first. Molly on the low ground. There's AZ on the high. Still got the box. Cadian creeping. And there is round number 13. All the CT rounds so far have gone the way of North.
They're looking good. Looking good. 3 more to go and they can take the map. That would be moving into 11 wins. This was a really good hold. But you wonder maybe if it's that Fnatic aren't using their utility in the correct way to bombard Cadian out of that position. It's very easy to deal with it with utility.
Yeah, it's very hard. North seems to be winning map control. So if two teams are throwing, oh, nice shot by Katie, and all falls right back, having a man advantage, almost getting the second one. But what North is doing so well over Fnatic, you have one side tossing utility and the other one tossing as well. But North seems to be getting more map control over Fnatic every time there's a utility war going on. So it's really just pressuring Fnatic to maybe go a little bit outside their comfort zone.
They will hear Cadian jumping back towards the site. But Fnatic still haven't quite taken top mid. They reached the 1 minute mark. Hazy towards Arch will be... Oh, there's a gap in that smoke if he goes deep enough to have a look. As he realizes it's kind of more to one side than you might expect. There we go. Getting there just in time, looking to punish the Tracers as well. Some wild spray from him. Delay tactics. Now Fnatic seem trapped around this mid position. 3 versus 5 for them. 36 seconds, slowly creeping, just jiggle picking, looking for Jules, and Valde is almost indestructible. 25 for 12 is Valde. Absolutely beasting on Inferno.
Yeah, it's looking really good, just sticking to the basics, and Fnatic don't have enough, it seems. Their T side seems so flat at the moment. They can maybe win some basic map control, but developing out of top mid controls, or the banana control, the apartments control, that second phase to the default, it doesn't seem to be consistent. And as soon as they get to the bomb sites, North just seem ready. Their utility is too much, and they're hitting the shots. Here comes a fast rush into the B bomb site. 2 more players here though. North have absolutely owned this. Valde gets 4 kills in this round. 29 for 12 at the moment. And Fnatic are on the ropes.
I like the adjustment by North and Banana. When North is tossing the utility, I don't think they've heard it once where a Fnatic member would smoke a Molotov off. So they reacted perfectly when Fnatic did smoke that Molotov off. Hey, they're rushing. That's something new. It's a new tell, a new sign. North is just ready to react.
Nice pop flash, he'll take that fight. But he won't win it. Roland is ready. Cadian missing a shot. Too much movement perhaps, missing the flick, I don't know. But these are big wins for Fnatic, but is it too little too late? AZ holding on to B for the time being. The bomb is in a position that needs to be collected. And now Valde is between the T's and the bomb. Thought he might have got that one as well. Exists left with 2 HP. Smoking himself off, got to pick the right time, but there may be more spray. Kiabi recharging forward, while jumping from him. And that's a free kill for Exist. A little crazy from Kiabi. Maybe I think they might have had a read that the bomb was at the bottom of T ramp. Otherwise, I don't know why it's going nuts like that, but it was an easy kill for Exist, and maybe it's a round-winning kill. Exist cannot take that duel. The utility means he doesn't have to. There we go. Does AZ go for it? There's so much money, actually. They can buy regardless. So even if he doesn't go for it, he takes another weapon away. He'll have a better buy than Fnatic in the next round.
Typing.
Continues to tick. He's got a kit. He's got a smoke. Brandon with an off angle towards Arch. Footsteps will surely be heard. Cribs is ready to deliver one straight in the dome. 2 players surviving for Fnatic, but North are on the buy once again.
Kind of a throw around from North. They're getting pretty loose. A little looser than the previous rounds that we saw. Fnatic capitalize on that. Especially being at match point, so Fnatic put a little extra more effort getting those shots. Fnatic 15 or 9 to 15 North match point.
Kirby,
aggressive.
He's just going for it again, isn't he? Loving the aggression. Oh, then the think on the follow-up, and Cadian's there to back it up again. Once you get 2 kills from the T side, and you don't see a third, you definitely will be baited into Orb. And even though Crims will take down Valde, Gates on A, Katie's on B. And, well, one of the two players left now is very weak. Doesn't look too bad all of a sudden for North. The rotation's in from Cadian to... This might be two separate 1v1s. Cadian versus Crims. And Crims will win that one. Now Gade with all to do in Graveyard's good position. But he's misread the situation. Expecting them to go B. And he will get shot in the back. 10 to 15, and Fnatic have come close to breaking the money of North, but North can still buy.
That was so smart by Crims there at the end. When Gade pop flashed the archway, it prompted Crims to think that someone might be near, in the arch spot because of that flashbang. And so eventually he just waited there in the cubby, and eventually Cadian peeked and got, I think it was Cadian that peeked and got destroyed there in the arch. So Gade kind of giving away maybe too much. Grim just knowing just like that. So smart.
Cadian tagged with the pre-5 from JW. All of Fnatic towards the A site. 5 versus 3 at the moment, but so much time on the clock. I wonder if it'll be a faster pace from them. Exist just keeping an eye on any flank. He's got the bomb though, so better be careful. The fourth player for North rotates towards that B bomb site. A bomb site, sorry. Arch smoked off, but Kiabi will soon see behind this. So Fnatic may take that for granted, but they're executing towards short.
Ian, go for the peaks. Not really required to do much. Valde is having a lot of fun from the Graveyard spot. He's done so much damage. 2v2, but the weakened players of Fnatic will have a hard time getting in the bomb site unless Gay goes down immediately, but we should expect him to get at least something from this. Smoke, though, is causing problems. Down to 17 HP, finished off with a headshot. And AZ once again in the clutch situation, coming in through quad. The AWP is not facing him, though, so maybe that gives him a chance. Free kill. JW trades it, only 15 HP. That was down to the wire. The money is now broken. North finally have to go for an eco.
Was that a 2-on-4, 2-on-5 situation right there? I think Fnatic was against the wall. I think North literally got the first 3 kills.
Yeah.
And then Fnatic just clawed their way back. 2-on-5. They aren't going down without a fight. JW. The aggressive towards B. And look at this spam. Twist getting 2. North being a little cheeky here. Save round. They're going to just push everywhere. See what happens.
See if they can handle Mayhem. That slows down for the last 2. The waiting game. Now, even though it's taken this long for Fnatic to win their first rounds of this half, obviously they started well in the first half, so they're not far behind at all. It'll be 3 rounds following the conclusion of this one. Fnatic taking it extremely slow. They've got the players there for trade kills. They're moving together. It is a simple affair at this point, just about how long it takes. Hello, Kiabi. Goodbye, Kiabi. Door shut in his face.
Talked about this yesterday, James, on how you shouldn't let teams get back in the game. You know, a couple early sloppy rounds from North, when they're at match point, kind of snowballed Fnatic into having the momentum now with the 4th round in a row from Fnatic. You got to think to yourself, oh, whoa, these guys are going to come back. Let's slow down. Let's call timeout. Let's just kind of see how we can reassess the situation.
You cannot take victory for granted. It's not yours until it's yours.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
The last second timeout from North. Just when you're about to press W, you feel the momentum coming. Nope.
Ice, timeout, ice the kicker. You're not kicking that field goal. Or penalty kick. I guess you can't call timeouts in soccer.
No. You don't have time for timeouts.
They're playing for 90 minutes.
Well, you get timeouts by rolling on the floor. Essentially
Yeah,
the same thing.
I was going to say, just foul someone.
Serie A.
Just fake an injury.
Yeah, all those bloody continental European guys. Oh, my leg.
Yeah.
I'm in so much pain.
Or if someone's playing well, you just get fouling. Foul him.
That's the days of Ian Wright, man. 2-footed tackles.
2-footed tackle.
Remember when he punctured a football trying to 2-foot, trying to injure Peter Schmeichel. Anyway.
What a bastard.
Molotov's down on Banana. Usual shtick. Communicating, they're like dolphins. Communicating through a series of clicks and explosions.
Explosions of dolphins? I like that. What kind of dolphins you been hanging out with?
Explosion of sound.
Okay, okay. I'll accept that.
North starting with 3 towards B, and they will leave Cadian on his lonesome. Arch smoked off. AZ saying hello.
Not bad. That's actually enough damage to 2 players that they will die in 1 shot from an M4.
Important.
Good boost. Obscured though is Mr. Gade. Not for much longer, he gets tagged down, but he gets the frag. Good start for North. Kirby now tries to lend a hand, but his hands will be cut off. Fnatic trying to double back here, and North do not know what's going on. They have to make a guess. AZ rotates towards Arch, leaving Cadian alone by Coffins. This presents an opportunity for Fnatic.
Where's the flash? There it is, coming in from AZ. There's the peek from Cadian, and there's the frag. Marvelous teamwork, very simple affair. He'll put the smoke down to create space. Seems he'll boost behind it. Eventually boosting AZ up instead, and that's Cribs taken out. And now it's Broland versus 4 with 9 seconds to plant the bomb. He's got to go back though and plant, and this is not going to win the round. Or the game, it is 16-12 for North. They just keep on winning again and again and again.
Again and again and again. Well, fancy that. North indeed with another victory here on Inferno, as well as Mirage. Doing very well this season, and Fnatic, you know, going with their old standard, very passive, reactive CT side. It worked out really well. North actually struggled against that, which I didn't expect, making it a very close first half, but we did see that the North CT side just seems to have a bit more depth to it, and Valde was playing really well, anchoring towards A. He was a key factor in a lot of those round wins for North, just edging too many advantages their way.
Big frags in this short position. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Fnatic. I mean, two L's here. I mean, I think it puts them in a really bad spot now for LAN, because of course they could still qualify. I won't say that they can't now, but it's not going to be easy. And I really think that their margin for error at this point has got to be very, very small, maybe 1 game maximum. They've really got to win out in whatever they have remaining. But for North, I'll get confirmation from some other people later on, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were a lock-in for LAN at this point. 2 Ws from this series. Really great spot for them to be in. 3,400 damage for Valde. He is an animal on Inferno. I mean, he's an excellent player in general. Definitely one to be watching demos of. So, so strong. Maybe their most important player.
Yeah, he's the rock. Very smart player, as you say, can basically do everything. The only thing you don't really see him doing is AWPing. As far as Fnatic are concerned, though, it's definitely been a bit shaky from the performance perspective. Twist, often is going to be a consistent performer for them. JW stepping up in this match as well, but otherwise there seems to be something missing today for Fnatic.
Yeah, I think Fnatic just really lacked a little bit maybe on the teamwork. As you saw in North, they're really good with their utility, flashing out, taking map control, and just the timing of after they're throwing flashes, after they're tossing nades, they're taking full advantage by peeking at the right times. Fnatic, on the other hand, a little more practice, too many individual peaks here and there. They tighten that up. They may have taken a couple more rounds in the process, but that's something you could watch and practice for.
Indeed. Anything to add, James?
No.
Well then, in that case, we'll go to what could be maybe the most exciting games of the day, because Virtus Pro have been very interesting to watch. A new look for them. They'll be facing against the indomitable North after the break. Catch us for that.